If you ever come across my daughter's TikTok account, do not copy her videos. It might save your life. I will not share her username for others to discover her account. There are extremely dangerous trends making the rounds on TikTok, and if you have a child, I'd strongly advise you to monitor their content immediately. Concerned parents started messaging me about a week ago regarding my daughter Evelyn's TikTok videos. The parents were apparently furious, explaining how their own children had seriously injured themselves or nearly died copying her behavior. Both confusion and horror drove me to click the links to her account, though I wish more than anything that I hadn't. I let out a horrified gasp as I watched Evelyn, caked in makeup and wearing a far too revealing outfit, perform challenges that other girls her age, and younger apparently, had been copying. She'd smile her perfect teeth through cherry red lipstick and bop left and right to some popular song as she enacted these trends she was apparently starting. The first one made me jump out of my seat. Evelyn bobbed her head back and forth while engulfing an entire water bottle into her throat and spitting it back out a few seconds later. Although she was on the verge of choking, she seemed happy doing this routine while everyone in the comments cheered her on. My heart pounded as I clicked other links that had been directed my way, as if I was somehow to blame. The next was even more disturbing. Evelyn performed a sultry dance of sorts in a crop top before placing the phone down on a surface. She then danced back from the camera, revealing a short skirt and fishnet stockings. I watched in horror as she then dragged into frame a wooden chair with a large kitchen knife heavily duct taped to the front edge, blade up. I swallowed the lump that grew in my throat as I watched Evelyn hold her hands over her head before arching backward into a back bend over the knife. The blade's tip was mere centimeters from her booty, and she nearly slipped before laughing into the camera, finishing it by teasing the knife with her private part that I have not seen since she was 6 months old. 1.2M was on the bottom right of the screen under a heart icon, and I felt sweat trickle down my forehead when I realized what that meant. 1.2 million likes, 59.5k shares. At the bottom of this particular clip was the hashtag bladed backshots. I clicked on the profile icon of my dolled up smiling daughter, and my jaw dropped open. There were almost a dozen different trends she apparently had been proliferating throughout the internet in the past week and a half. In every one, she was smiling as she performed each terribly dangerous feat. I made the mistake of clicking the comments section of one. There were hundreds of messages from people who were all clearly impressed and inspired, adoring Evelyn and the dangerous actions performed in her videos. Many replies were videos of other users who copied the challenges and mimicked her routines. I didn't have the heart to click on those. The girls that seemed to all be inspired by her and copying her actions looked young and naive. I glanced through a few more, clenching my jaw at the sight of each of the shocking and extremely dangerous challenges Evelyn was broadcasting to the world. In one short video, she propped up the phone on the edge of a rooftop and danced her way backward until her entire body, dressed in a low-cut romper, was in view. I could tell she was a few stories high. The city's skyscrapers were visible in the background. I felt a queasiness in my stomach as I watched my daughter walk backward 5 paces, then proceeded to undress herself to the beat of the song before tiptoeing around the edge of the rooftop. I was disgusted, and I eventually closed the app and deleted it from my phone after noticing one very disturbing detail. My daughter Evelyn started her TikTok a week and a half ago, but what terrified me was the fact that Evelyn died in a car accident, which was a month before she posted these videos.